Yo, what is good everyone, and welcome back to a video on today's Wave Wednesday.
Wave Wednesdays. It's lit every Wednesday. It's lit every Wednesday. It's lit every Wednesday.
For today's video, guys, I'm back with another reaction video, and I'll be reacting to Jake Paul's diss track on Dana White called the Dana White diss track. It's the official music video, dropped about a week ago. I've already seen it. I'm going to talk about it, go through it. Let's break it down a bit and watch it together. So this has about 2.6 million views right now, and I believe it was #1 trending on music on YouTube, so that's pretty cool. It has about 124,000 likes. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. As you guys know, Jake Paul and the UFC, Dana White have been going back and forth for a long time. Jake Paul's been knocking out all UFC fighters, ex-UFC fighters, making them look bad, and a lot of UFC fans are not liking it. Jake has claims that, Dana White is not paying his fighters as much as he should be. Like, the UFC is greedy, they raise their pay-per-view buys and don't pay their fighters more for that, and they don't have like any healthcare part of like their contract or whatever. Some fighters are making like 10 to 12k a fight, and those fights are not guaranteed to happen consistently. So like, you make it to the UFC, like, mom, guess what, I made it on the big stage, and then you have a fight, you make like 10k, get really hurt, so you have to pay for your own stuff because you don't get, the healthcare stuff that comes with it, and you're not fighting for like, who knows, another couple months, another year or so. So he's trying to fight for that, help them out a bit. And then everybody always talks about, well, McGregor's a superstar, right? Those guys are starters, so they have to make that kind of money. McGregor makes tens and millions because he's a superstar. He's made his way up there. But then I like to relate it back to other sports. For example, the NHL, the top superstars, yes, make the most money, 12 million, 10 million a year, but the lowest paid NHL player doesn't go under $500,000. So it's like there's no correlation there. That's $500,000 a year is still a lot of money, right? So, and especially because it's the mainstream for MMA, so you should be getting paid a lot considering like you made it to the top league. So you have to do a lot more research about it, all that stuff, and it's not like something new that Jake Paul just came out about just now because he has the platform and everything like that. He's helping out the boxing game. He decided, I'm going to use this as a marketing strategy and tarnish Dana White's name, as a lot of people have wanted to do in the past, and making them look bad and change the way this is all going for fighters, because he's a fighter himself, so he probably puts himself in their shoes. I'm here, ex-YouTuber, boxing for 3-4 years, making millions every fight, and then there's guys who trained their whole life for this to get on the UFC stage and don't even make anywhere close to that. So, he's just using it as a little thing, and Jake Paul, the marketing genius he is, decided to make a diss track. Like, what are we, back in 2017, back when diss tracks with Logan, KSI, all of them. So yeah, this is a very cool diss track. He went in on a couple people. So yeah, we're gonna watch it together right now, and let's pretty much just get right into it. All right, so here we go.
All gas like propane. Dana, what's you laying for that cocaine?
Alright, so the events and subject matter portrayed in this song and video are fictitious and should not be taken as factual reporting. All public figures and celebrity depictions, likeness, don't know what that's, how to say that, and voices are strictly intended to be impersonations and personality parody. This video and song are merely an opinion and artistic interpretation. Obviously, Jake has to put that, legal stuff, and yeah. As you guys see, it's the UCF headquarters. Obviously, they can't copy the UFC, but that's kind of funny.
This is a 3-fight deal. 12k a fight. Now, you will be risking your life, but if you keep on winning, you keep your rich like McGregor.
I think they could have got somebody who maybe looks a little bit more like Dana White, but it's just kind of funny how they put this whole little scene at the beginning. That Cyborg right there, ex-UFC. I think she had some stuff going on with Dana White too. I think she's out of the contract. But yeah, they put a little skit here. Obviously, this is not actually how it fully goes down. This 3-fight reel, you'll be rich like McGregor and stuff. It's obviously more professional, I think. I hope so. But, this is just kind of funny how they portrayed it.
So what about long-term health care?
Don't worry about that right now. Just sign on the dotted line, or no one's going to know who you are.
They do all the work, we make all the money.
They never ran Travis. We got a lot done. Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker!
We're tired of you treating fighters like this.
You greedy bald bitch. Look at your board. Raise pay-per-view prices and pay fighters less? Sweating like a pig.
Like, this part right here is really funny how they come in like they're superheroes. Dana White's getting scared, And I actually didn't really see what it said on the board there. But
Look at your board. Raise pay-per-view prices and pay fighters less?
So raise pay-per-view prices, pay fighters less, and send Connor. I love you, Tex. That's really funny right there. But yeah, let's get ready to do it.
Sweating like a pig. It's time to put an end to this shit, Dana. Now everybody from the UFC, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Yeah. Now everybody from the UFC, let's go. Put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Fuck Dana, yeah. Fuck Dana White, yeah. Dana, yeah.
I really like kind of what Jake did here. Like people are saying, it's a little, you know, like it's not the best chorus or hook, whatever you want to call it, but like, you know, it gets it off right. You know, it's a little chant. Fuck Dana White. Let's get it going. Right for the. Let's go right for the heart right here. But yeah, it's just kind of funny how he did. I like the whole ring setup, the fight going on. Julia Rose, his girlfriend, the ring girl. It's all. This looks pretty cool.
Fuck Dana White, yeah, Dana. Fuck Dana White, fuck Dana. Fuck Dana White. First of all, Masvidal, you ain't rich. 50 fights for $5 million, that ain't shit. Underpaid fights, where the healthcare rights? Got them risking all their lives and they can't quit.
Okay, good first set of bars right there. You know, the way he came on the track right here, very smooth. I like the whole, how the video's there with all the cars, the lights going. He's on like that excavator thing, and you know, right away went straight at Masvidal. You know, him and Masvidal have some stuff in the past, and you know, Masvidal's talking about like, I need $5 million to fight you, all this stuff. And you know, but Jake's just trying to say, I made $5 million like off my first fight. Like I'm like Forbes top like most paid fighter, something like that this year, like one of the most top ones with like 40-50 million being in the ring. So you know, right away Jake's coming with the money talk, and you know, he can back it. Right, and then he also talks about the healthcare stuff again. Where the healthcare, right? It's got him like risking their lives, and they can't quit, right? Because they're in a contract. So.
First of all, Masvidal, you ain't rich. 50 fights for $5 million, that ain't shit. Underpaid fights, where the healthcare rights? Got them risking all their lives and they can't quit. Big bags, that's the shit I came with. I like having money conversations. All that little Stockton shit is cool, but that list got me thinking, do you speak a different language? I'll slap you.
Right there, he just came out of Nate Diaz, and I believe his brother too as well. You know, obviously him and Diaz have some stuff in the past. I think that fight could happen potentially in the next couple of years. Either, you know, Jake says he wants to go over to the UFC, or, I mean, that fight could happen in boxing too. I think Diaz is a pretty good stand-up game, so, you know, that boxing match could be real cool. But I think it's funny how he came in with the lisp right there, dissed their lisp, and, you know, thinking they speak in different language, right? And then you hear him go, I snap you, like with the ad-lib. It's so funny.
All that little Stockton shit is cool, but that list got me thinking, do you speak a different language? I'll snap you. All the greatness speaking for itself, boy. All you fight is just a bunch of shelf toys. Dana, won't you let him off the leash? Let him come and make some breach. Why you trying to fuck the Nelk boys?
I knew that line had to come in right there. You know, he's talking about, you know, let your fighters off. Let them come make some money with me, Jake Paul. And then, you know, Dana does a lot of collabs with the Nelk boys. You know, with his Howlerhead whiskey, and he helps them promote their Happy Dad. You know, he knows they have the platform. He's like trying to buddy off with them, and vice versa, I guess. And you know, he's just trying to say, come on, man.
Dana, won't you let him off the leash? Let him come and make some breach. Why you trying to fuck the Nelk boys? Walked in on demon time. Dana, it's a lot I know you keep inside. You be on my dick like you don't got a wife and kids. Go put your focus on them hookers that you try to hide.
Again, man, he's going straight for Dana's neck, man. You know, I guess there's been things in the past, too. You know, people saying Dana White's got hookers, but he also's got a wife and kids. So, you know, he had to come at him with that line right there. And I just think Jake has no letting back right now.
You be on my dick like you don't got a wife and kids. Go put your focus on them hookers that you try to hide. In a Maybach seats reclining. Knockout of the year and I'ma keep inclining. Jake will fight a boxer, shit I tried. And he pussied out cause they know how I'm coming, so they keep on hiding.
Man, you know, that's just Jake's part right there, talking a little bit of shit, you know. First he talks about how all these fighters just a bunch of shelf toys, disses them all right there. And then he talks about his knockout of the year. You see the thing, because yes, he did get knockout of the year, I believe, with that Tyron Woodley knockout, which was an insane fight, insane knockout, crazy moment for his career, especially knockout of the year. I'm gonna keep inclining, you know, I'm gonna keep doing better. And let's keep it going.
In a Maybach seats reclining. Knockout of the year and I'ma keep inclining. Jake will fight a boxer, shit I tried. And he pussied out cause they know how I'm coming, so they keep on hiding.
So, and like Dana White always says, like, go fight a real boxer, go fight a boxer. So he's saying, I tried, you know, with with the Fury, and you know, he pussied out. He backed out, and you know, because they know how I'm coming now. So you know, he put this little cool thing right here, Sports Illustrated. Tyson Fury's brother, didn't say Tommy Fury, you know, just to diss him there. Sparring partner believes that Tommy Fury's avoided family embarrassment by pulling out of his planned fight this weekend. Boxing edition. My tummy hurts, Tommy Fury. So you know, it's going straight for the Furies right there.
Dana lacking infrastructure. That bald bitch should have stayed a kickbox instructor. Since could be retired, you just cannot recover. You bankrupt. Fertitta's bit and pulled you out the dumpster. All gas like propane. Dana, once you lay off all that cocaine.
You knew that cocaine line was coming. Everybody always says Dana White, you know, he's a cokehead, man. And you know, Jake, he had to include that in there. He's said it on his stories a couple times too. And I just thought that was a cool line right there. All gas like propane. Dana, why don't you lay off all that cocaine? And you see him with the Coca-Cola can. Very funny.
First he said my fights are fixed, and now he says steroid shit. I'm really on an island eating lo mein.
That line right there too. Drake's just trying to say, man, I'm chilling, I'm making money. You're saying all this stuff. First you're saying my fights are fixed, then you're saying like I'm on steroids and stuff, which is like a compliment. You know, he's saying, first of all, this guy's fights are fixed, and then when Jake starts knocking people out and people are debunking that, then he's saying, oh, this guy's got to be on steroids. You know, he's saying, I'm really in your head. Like, I'm just here on an island eating lo mein. Like, you know, you're coming up with all these things, and I'm really just here chilling.
Chillin', McGregor, I ain't seen you win in 5 years. You rich little weirdo, ugly ass veneers. Took so many losses, wound up in VMAs. Trying to fight with MGK, no surprise here.
That bar right there, very, very, very cool line right there. I like that, really like that one. Yep, him and McGregor obviously have some back and forth too as well. I believe that fight could happen too in a couple years from now. McGregor versus Paul in the boxing ring, and you know, he did end up fighting MGK. MGK looks like Jake Paul, so he's trying to kind of say, you know, you don't want to fight me, then you wind up at the VMAs, all these losses you've had and everything, and now you're just, you know, fighting MGK instead of me. And here he goes, McGregor arrested in Miami Beach. Conor McGregor was involved in an altercation involving a cell phone that resulted in a call. Law enforcement, even his new boat, can't keep him above water. As you know, McGregor got the Lambo boat, and it's cool how they did the shot there where like he's interviewing him, kind of like how Joe Rogan was, I believe, in the Poirier fight when he broke his leg and he was like saying, your wife is in my DMs to Dustin and shit. Very iconic moment.
Lamborghini boat, but your career is sinking. Really got me wondering what he is thinking. I ain't even dissing, now I'm really speaking. Wound it up in jail too many times without a liquor drinking. Fuck Dana, fuck Dana White, fuck Dana, fuck.
Hard bar right there.
Fuck Dana White. They done got the prom child rapping now. You about to witness Dana tapping out. Thought this shit was funny when we started, now it's quarterbacking money. I'm Mahomes the way I'm cashing out. They done got the prom child rapping now. You about to witness Dana tapping out. Thought this shit was funny when we started, now it's quarterbacking money. I'm Mahomes the way I'm cashing out.
Fire little way to end it off right there with you know, the Mahomes line, the quarterback and money line. You know, Jake got like one of the top paid boxers this year in the ring and one of the top paid YouTubers. And you know, as you know, Mahomes is like the top quarterback or NFL player making the most money yearly anyway as well. So he's trying to say, I'm cashing out like he is. I don't know exactly how much Mahomes is making yearly, but you know, I think Jake made about 40 million in the past couple of years or this year just in the boxing ring. So I mean, he's talking, man. He's saying, I'm quarterbacking money the way I'm cashing out.
Dana, pay your fighters more. Give them healthcare, you scumbag. I haven't met a single person who says anything good about you. I passed my drug test and you went silent. I'm keeping my foot on your neck until you tap, bitch. Stop raising your pay-per-view prices on the fans and not paying fighters more. Greedy, old, lonely, bald bitch.
So we ended off right there. Jake ended off, you know, talking a bit at the end there. And as you see the fuck KSI sign in there, he had to add a little KSI thing. His brother is obviously working with KSI, so like that beef is kind of weird right now. But yeah, he had the fuck KSI back there just to aggravate him a bit too. I know that fight, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but just kind of funny how like he leads it on a bit. And yeah, so he's talking about, I've never met anybody that you know, says anything good about you, this and that. You raise your pay-per-view buys, the prices of them, but then you don't pay your fighters more, so you're just taking all that money, you're greedy, all that stuff. So you know, that's the end of this one. You know, Jake really came for the UFC, really came for Dana White on this track. It'd be interesting to see what happens. I think it's been like a week, nothing yet from Dana White or anything, but I thought it was a very creative way to do it. He really, like, you know, he's setting the bar high And who knows, maybe Dana does feel pressured. We'll see if a decision does be made, or if he just continues to be, well, just continues to go as it goes. And I wouldn't be surprised if fighters start, agreeing with Jake and pushing towards us even more. That's why he's trying to say, I have my foot on your neck. It's like up to you to make the decision now. And some of you are saying if Dana comes back with a diss track, it's over for Jake. But I mean, who knows what'll happen. He talked about how I did the drug test, and you went missing, because that went on there too, because he says, okay, you want to think I'm on steroids, I'm going to do a drug test, stuff like that. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen. Obviously I got to read into more of it. You probably have to read into more of it and see what's going down, but yeah, very interesting. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and drop a like on the video and turn on the post notifications. Speaking of music, guys, I do have a new song coming out February 14th on Monday. I'll have the pre-saved links and everything ready for probably next video. Gonna be uploading that soon, and I'll probably have a lyrics video to be on my YouTube channel, but obviously the audio and the actual song will be up on like all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that. So yeah, just stay tuned in. I do have a feature on the track, so be ready for that too. I'm very excited for you guys to hear this one. It's a little love song, obviously coming out on Valentine's Day. It's going to be very fun. And maybe in the future it'll eventually be on my EP, which comes out maybe sometime in March, so we might have a music video ready for then. So just stay tuned for it all. Enjoy the ride. Subscribe to the video. Let's get it. Peace out.